Dryland, day 2. Here is your workout. We're going upper body today. I will warn you that some of the videos kind of got lost in the mix, so I took them again really quickly. So it's weird because I'm dressed, not for that. Here we go, starting ISO push-ups. We've all done push-ups. Here we are, ISO push-up. We are holding down at the bottom, so you can see me get nice and low here, holding it just above the ground, keeping the tension and pressing up, coming all the way down, keeping the tension, pressing up. You can see my hands are placed under my shoulders, okay, so I'm not out super wide. They're not out way in front of my head or way down towards my hips, okay. Pretty simple. What you're going to see is I'm going to grab a weight, one of the dumbbells. If you have the dumbbell, or if you just use your fist here, that is about how low you should be getting. So as you see, I'll go down. I'm going to hover right above the dumbbell, right about where my fist would be. That's how low you should be trying to get before you press up. That's where you should be doing your holds. All right. If you need to do these from your knees, please be careful. Don't leave your hips back like you see here and then just fold over. All right. You're not going to get enough pressure, not enough tension here, and you're not really going to be working anything. So you're going to lean your hips forward a little bit, pick your feet up off the ground, so that you get that kind of lever action. So I'll come down, you'll hold down, and then you'll press up. Okay, so get that lever action. Make sure that your legs are still behind you so that we're still getting the work in. Okay, next we're going into dumbbell overhead press with iso seal push-ups, dumbbell overhead shoulder press. Okay, what I'm showing you here is you do not need to come all the way down towards your shoulders. Okay, you can keep those dumbbells right about chin level, just under your ears. Okay, kind of in that goalpost position. And then this is just standard motion. So we're coming down, we're pressing straight up, and trying to keep it in as much of a straight line as possible. You'll see from this angle that I'm a little bit staggered forward. Okay, so the weight is a little bit on the front of the shoulder. My elbows are definitely staying in front of my shoulders here. That's going to protect the shoulders. My shoulders also aren't squeezing up at the top. Here's one of our weird videos. We got the ISO seal push-ups. So seal push-ups a little bit different. We're leaving our hips on the ground. We're going to be in what I think it's the chaturanga pose from yoga. What's happening here is we're getting a good tricep press, but at the top we're squeezing our shoulders together. So what I want you to imagine is that there is a pencil between your shoulder blades, and you're trying to squeeze it and hold it there. Do your best not to squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, okay? Those aren't the muscles we're trying to work here. We're trying to pull back, right? Those rear delts, get those firing. All right, moving into some arms. Of course, we've got triceps and biceps. So we've got overhead tricep extensions. We're going single arm here. Big thing, thinking about your elbow, keeping it static in one spot. All we're thinking about is extending that weight over our head. So you can see I'm holding my tricep, right, and leaving that elbow in one spot. If you want to do it like that, that is perfect to make sure your elbow's not sinking down. So again, thinking about that elbow. If your elbow is dropping down, then you're getting that overhead shoulder press, and we already did those. Okay, so we're trying to isolate the tricep on this, going single arm. If you wanted to do these seated with a seat with a back, that'll help keep your back nice and in line while you do them. That is totally fine. And then we're going into our eccentric bicep curls. Again, eccentric means that we are slowing down the eccentric portion of the lift. So that is when your muscle is extending like you see. So in a bicep curl, it is when we are lowering the weight. You can see it's taking me a little bit, controlling the weight as I drop it down. Okay, so we pull up, normal, and then slowly drop it down. We're fighting gravity, but we're still letting it win. Okay. Again, your elbows are staying in one spot for that as well. If you would like to do a neutral grip or hammer curl like you see here, so my palms are facing each other, that works. Or if you want to do supinated, that's palms up towards the sky, that'll work. I would not recommend doing palms down. All right, and then these are ones that you're going to just see my video. All right, so like I said, some of those videos kind of got lost in the mix. So we'll just go through them here. So cluster 2 on day 2, all about our shoulder strength, shoulder integrity. Okay, so we're starting with just streamline holds. All I want you to do is get yourself into your streamline, and then get nice and tight. Actively squeeze all the way through. Okay, if you need to do this in front of a mirror, so you can see that there's no gaps. All right, see that your arms are back behind your ears. Okay, make sure that we're all the way back. We're not at our ears. There's no gaps. We're not lopsided one side to the other. Okay, get nice and tight. Um, that is a straight, very specific swimming thing that we can be working on. It'd be great to have everyone have a tight streamline for when we do get back in the pool. That's just one thing that we can be working on now, and hopefully not have to think about as much when we do get back in the pool. Second part of cluster 2, we're going through our shoulder integrity. You've got 4 different parts of this. So you got I, T, goal, and overhead. So the I, again, elbows are just right by your sides. You're going to be laying back on the ground. So pretend I'm on the ground here. Okay, when we go through this, we're just putting pressure here into the ground. Okay, squeezing, trying to press through the ground. At the I, we've got our fist up, elbows on the ground, trying to drive your elbows through. Okay, moving into the T, same thing. You're just going to have your arms up in the T position, fists stacked over elbows. Again, trying to drive your elbows through the ground. Okay, and you're getting that, continuing the pressure all the way through the hold. The goal, you're going to make a goal post like you're a football goal post. And now instead of trying to drive our elbows to the ground, we're thinking about trying to drive our fists through the ground. So if you were to see it from this angle, even though the ground is in the way, it's like you're trying to rotate your fist back behind your body. Okay, obviously you've got the ground in the way, so you're just going to get that a lot of resistance. And then the last one is the overhead. That one, just put your fists up above your head. Okay, and again, trying to drive your fists back through the ground. Okay, that's our shoulder integrity stuff. That's all. Ease into the pressure on all of those. Get to that good point, and then ease out of it. Okay, I don't want you to explode into that because the ground's not going to move, and I don't want you to hurt yourself. So ease into that tension. That is our cluster 2 shoulder stuff for day 2. Hope we're having fun with these.